What did you do? Why has this happened?
I control the vertical.
And the horizontal?
Some of the horizontal, not much of it, though.
Some of the horizontal. Hey, everyone. We're back.
Hey.
Again. Guess who's back?
Shady?
Back. No.
No?
Well,
Oh.
I mean, we are Shady.
I miss Shady.
Shady MFs.
Mm.
So, what are we doing this week?
We are back on Myst.
Did you miss us? That joke's from the 90s. It's like 20 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, the microphone is very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
I'm gonna put this somewhere.
Oh. Do I
Some
go
of it.
first? Okay. Yeah, we didn't finish this game, and I think we sort of left off with some more stuff to talk about. So
Yeah, and especially I think that we have a lot to talk about with this game that we didn't really get into.
Well,
So, I mean, I have more that I want to talk about, and especially since last week we didn't get to the so what.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to drive this truck straight into a ditch,
Hmm.
and you can talk about the why. Well, both of us.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
now you've got chat doing it.
I don't know what to... it's fine. That's... Yeah.
And for those of you who are asking, I'm drinking a Radonner Saison from Daggerad Brewery.
Was it your birthday present?
Yeah, one of my birthday
Yeah,
presents. My friends bought me beers.
Man, how long do you think it took them to render this sequence?
I'm going to say about a week.
I saw a thing recently on Toy Story 1, and it taking, like a week of 24/7 rendering on 11 Sun microsystems to do, 3 minutes of footage.
Yeah.
That's messed up, me. Okay, right. This place, Channelwood. Channelwood? No, not Channelwood.
No, this is the Mechanical Age.
Mechanical Age.
Yeah.
Beep. Boop, boop, boop. I don't know what these buttons do.
Right. One of the more egregious logic puzzles. Oh.
I don't do shit. We'll come back to that one. Surely we will come back to that one.
I'm sure it's probably nothing, really.
It's probably not important. I like the rivets.
Yeah.
Just I mean, it's the called Mechanical Age, and you sort of, I think we visited last time the kind of how all of these worlds have a very, I guess for lack of a better word, imaginary quality to them because they are imaginations.
Yeah.
And so it's sort of, they're fantastical by design. So it's sort of, yeah, like the walls.
Yeah,
which
with
is,
the non-slip.
Yeah, this tread pattern is supposed to be on the floor.
Yeah.
But it looks cool, so here we are.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that's the game designers or if that was, the person who wrote this world in character.
Right, I remember where we left off. Snack.
Snake friend.
Snack. Now where's the panel? Oh, there it is. Yeah, you remember this shit?
Right, yeah. The prison.
Huh, what's this for? Oh! I see what that's for. I've always been a fan in exploration-based games of just features that don't do anything.
Yeah, but
you can interact with them and understand more about the game.
Yeah.
So this
yeah.
doesn't do anything for puzzles. It doesn't do anything to advance you. But he has an electric cage for torturing animals, maybe humans.
Yeah.
That's no good. There's so much just evil shit in this room.
Well, and I like how theatrically evil it is too, because this guy seems to be the kind of guy who's both the sons seem to be these characters who have decided that they are characters in stories and they're going to behave like them.
Yeah, I mean, there is an almost comical quality to this. The square glass bottles with the skull and crossbones on them.
Yeah.
The mortar and pestle. the butcher block with the fucking
Like,
cleaver in it.
yeah.
This is the page, by the way.
Ah.
So it's interesting, it being placed here means that we have to come in here and see all this shit to get it.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that retrieving and utilizing this page would mean that we were intentionally trying to come into contact with this character.
Yeah,
who
like
we obviously know is evil.
Yeah, but like why are we at this point you come into this room and think why would I want to help this guy?
I don't know.
Right?
I
like
imagine that if you saw the other guy, you'd be like, oh, maybe he's just as bad.
Yeah. So why am I helping either of them?
Well, I imagine that I want out.
Yeah.
Even if I have to pick the least unsavory of the two.
Right, yeah, because we found the book just kind of like basically lying in the street, right? And now we're trapped in this world, and these guys have told us they are similarly trapped in books, and if they can get out, maybe we can get out, I guess is the
Yeah.
is the subtext here.
Yeah. So, man. Conquest!
Yeah.
Remember I said last time, that this guy reads his conquest? You have an overturned treasure chest, a sword, and a helmet.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
he really likes all the trappings of, like... Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Guy,
wants to be a conquistador.
yep. He's got, like, there's just, like, weapons strewn everywhere. And not just, like, ordinary weapons, like battle axes, maces. The utensils of, old-timey conquest.
Yeah.
These are largely kind of anachronisms.
Mhm.
Jeez. That poor ape was probably shocked to death. I wonder what this dragonfly is about. This is the only thing that sort of stands out to me as being unusual among all these, similarly themed objects.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good point. The dragonfly does seem, like, almost benign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got no answer for that one, but it does stand out. Like the severed head, cross swords, got it. Maces, got it. Even like the iron posts.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is there something behind here?
Like, this reads very much as a man who wants to be viewed as, like, tough.
Yeah.
Right.
He's got the bear skin or some sort of animal skin. The fucking
Throne.
ostentatious throne with the Chris at its feet. But it's a throne in this tiny little cubicle room.
Yeah.
Not in a palace. So this is someone who is pretending.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, what I get from the two brothers here is that these are kind of like playground areas for them, right?
Shit, yeah, actually.
Like their parents created these as almost like themed bedrooms, right?
Oh.
Yeah, because it trains us how to do one of the puzzles later on.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how this one actually works. Because this one unlocks, or...
It's the noises, which I've got recorded. So we've got cowbell at south, east is spring, north is doink, and west is plibble.
East is spring?
Boing. Bring.
That sounded like... Okay, well, as long as you know what it is.
That's a spring.
That always sounded like escaping air to me more, but... So, what it looks like, you unlock it, and then you drive it into the middle of these brackets here,
Mm-hmm.
and then you relock this, and it settles.
Yeah, doink.
Okay, well...
Or ting.
ting.
Doink, ting.
All right.
I'll put slash ting.
/W/E. Okay, now let's just go to the other bedroom and see if there's a similar hidden... Is there a hidden one in here?
I mean, it stands to reason.
So, you have a similar kind of, I guess, objective, ambition here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's way more of the sort of, like, extravagance, wealth, prestige
Yeah.
aspect. It's still a form of conquest, but it's just like, I want to be the coolest, and everybody love me,
Well,
and I have the most money.
I want luxury and sophistication, whereas his brother wants power.
Yeah, power and subservience, and
Yeah.
just violence. So,
No, apparently someone in chat has pointed out that dragonflies represent martial success in Japanese culture.
No shit!
Huh.
So it isn't out of place.
Yeah, I guess it would be the equivalent of something like a hawk.
Because it is in front of two crossed karate swords.
Karate swords.
Fucking karate. Who said that?
Adam.
I thought so. Fucking karate swords.
Adam's a clever man.
Yeah. Empty chessboard. Ah, there we go.
Yep, okay.
This one's a little harder to find. Okay, yeah. So, as we said before, wealth!
Yeah. Wealth and sophisticate, like the wine racks.
Oh, here we
Cirrus, your greed sickens me. Your desire for wealth and plunder is never satisfied. I will instruct my subjects not to pay you a new tax. And you know they'll listen to me. Regards, Akanar.
go. Interesting.
Like,
This is a whole lot to think about. What do you mean, my subjects?
yeah, and you know they'll listen to me.
I mean, considering they were probably created for you,
Yeah.
I would imagine that they would. What else is there? Okay, so there's gold coins.
But Cirrus has kept that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So, yeah, by symmetry, there's Cirrus's page.
Got it. Yeah, this definitely reads less threatening. Still kind of like, oh, okay, well, you're a dick, but maybe you're not super like awful person. So we're just gonna grab that. That is so much money, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but what use do they have for it, right? Like he's just keeping it.
Yeah, it's just it
It's
really is.
like, I mean, these are still trophies,
Yeah.
right? Like he's extracting money from people somewhere, but he's just sitting on it because that is his form of.
Yeah, the location, form, and quantity of this wealth really talks about what it actually is and what it's for. Like, he has all these chests packed into this secret room, away from everybody. He has lots of his extravagant stuff, but this is just, like, so miserly.
Yeah.
He just comes in here to, like, count it.
Yeah. Well, and, like, the fact that they are fighting, but their rooms
Yeah, the rooms are right next to each other.
Yeah, like, it's so infantile.
Oh, it really is. It's
like
just like...
these two people are children.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm going to go to my room, and if you come in, I'm going to tell Dad.
I'm telling... Okay, I gotta remember how this works, because there's this thing. Actually, let me just take the stairs down. Boop. Okay, let's have a look. So... This is the... Oh, I think we had this already. So that it's open.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to align the elevator.
Okay, so this is not a terribly... Damn it! Just gotta tap it in.
Tappa. Just give it a tap. Just give it a kiss. Just give it a peck.
Got it.
There you go.
Okay, so there's nothing else here. So that just gives us access to this elevator.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that what we're trying to do is rotate the entire thing to these other islands to see what's there. And if I recall, we have to go up here. Another one of these tiny little videos. It took me forever to figure this out when I first played it. Is you press the middle button, and it sends it down on a timer.
Oh, so you can get on top
I
of
didn't
it.
realize that you could just get out
Right.
and access these controls here. So, these are the same controls as the tower simulation, so this
Yep.
is the real deal. So what are we trying to get to?
I don't know exactly.
Well, let's try moving at one position. So what's that facing?
That would be spring,
So east.
east.
So, oops. So, how do we... Oh, right. So now, in theory, we should be able to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Or check the telescope. So, as someone pointed out. Hut. Don't! Went the wrong way. Aha!
Ahoy!
We have accessed a new island. Ah, okay. So I bet you there's going to be 2 islands with the rest of this solution.
These are the 2 easternmost, or 2 rightmost.
All right.
Okay.
So if this is east, is that
That's
north?
north.
Okay. Can't see shit, Captain.
We ain't found shit.
So now let's just go through this entire procedure.
Sounds like James just got a nut play.
When you nut. I don't know. Okay. I like these little floor lamps. It's like a great, very, I hesitate to say eclectic style, but oh look, you can see it's like coming out of gear.
Oh yeah.
So 1, 2.
North is doink/ting,
All
which
right.
sounds correct. Don't we hit the red button?
Yes, we do. Boops.
Pencil stroke Eaton is penciled in for the weekend of July 15th.
What's pencil stroke?
Penciled in?
Oh, I thought you said. I heard a game title that was pencil stroke, and I misheard.
Oh, we lost?
Boo.
Lame.
Oh well. What can you do?
Well, that's gonna make, like, meeting Gabby in 2 weeks super awkward.
Will it?
No. I'm just trying to build drama here, Alex.
Okay, that's fine. And hey, whatever the hell this is. The rest of the solution, I imagine.
No, I put them in the wrong places.
Got it?
No.
Okay. Don't actually have to illustrate them.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Oh, okay, so apparently there's one more position that doesn't have anything on it. Though it makes me curious.
Like, yeah,
We
there's
should
nothing
probably
to the
check
west.
it out. I'm gonna check out this. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, good heavens. That's unfortunate. Welp, I wonder whose subject that was. Time will never know us. God damn it. Ah, here we go. No, I did have to go this way. Hurry up. Boop. Excuse me. That was what once was a person.
I'm sure they found him like that.
Yeah. It's like, Dad, I want my world to be weirder. And then a skeleton. Are you happy?
No.
Do. Do you think that person was put there to taunt Ceres so he could enjoy the sight? Oh, man. I don't know.
What'd you do?
Nope.
What'd you do that for?
We're out.
What'd you do that for, dude?
I'm just gonna play with you guys now.
Okay. Plibble.
Plibble.
More like Plebble. Hi, James.
Yo.
Did you ever play this game?
Like a couple billion years ago. Yeah.
Wow, you're old.
Yeah. I'm actually quite old. I'm so old that you two are actually older than I am.
Wait, what?
Yep. Well, considering I had my 50th birthday last weekend.
I'm so old I've cycled back to 48.
I'm so old you can suck my nuts. Hey.
So I want to just talk about the textures there. It really makes me feel like I'm being surrounded by steel.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is the mechanical.
And
age.
now I'm looking at the sun, which is really special. Yeah,
And?
that's about all I know.
Hey, we got there.
Yeah. All right.
Pass.
What? Did you win?
Yeah, this is the victory state. Is we can just plunge down the plank
Yep.
and hurry home.
He turned the island the wrong way.
But we do get. I did it deliberately, but
Yeah.
I like that we can sort of see the rest of the island. And man, we are just really remote.
Pretty sure the dimpled steel walls inside there are. Pretty sure that's a default texture.
Probably.
From the architecture.
From Strata 3D.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
yeah.
That would stand to reason.
Yeah, because like as Graham told us last weekend, the program that these worlds was made in was originally an architect's.
Yeah, it's an architectural drafting program.
So this level was easy to make.
So like this is basically like made in CAD.
Yeah.
Yep.
Slightly better than CAD. But
CAD
yeah.
and HyperCard, which is basically super PowerPoint.
I mean, like as someone correctly pointed out last week.
That's a bit of a
Yeah, it's not
Exaggeration.
quite accurate, but I
But-
like it because it's rhetorically fun.
yeah. Okay. Unlock. 1, 2.
So why didn't you want to go to the playoffs?
So wait, which
I
one?
have plans next weekend or next week, so I was just like, yeah, no.
Sorry, what was
They're
the-
really good games.
They were good games. It was
What
close.
Cowbell and
So I
West
need more.
was. What was Gabby on?
Shit.
Mono black.
Mono black
Doink.
control.
No shit.
Yeah, we got garried.
Oh, nice.
You know what's really good at mono black
Plibble.
control?
What?
Oubliette.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, those are hard to find.
It's got 2 black pips.
Yeah, so
And
they O-ring you,
It's an
and
O-ring,
then
and it adds 2 to your devotion
Oh,
for Gary.
oh,
Snap.
that's good.
Yeah.
Man,
That's
I should have
good.
gotten one of those when they were cheap. They're now like
What?
super
When the
expensive.
Dark came out?
No. Like, no, I mean, Oubliette was really, really inexpensive for a long time. Then it suddenly spiked really, really hard, and I don't know why.
Probably-
when Popper caught on.
Well, like Popper doesn't even reel in paper, right?
It's more realer in paper now than it was.
Oh,
but
okay.
It definitely has a ways to go.
All right, let's see what this does. So first
So
symbol is that.
followed by the that one, followed by the sun over the mountains, and then you have the waxing moon.
I didn't think about these as actual.
No, they're probably not.
Eliop. Hey! We did it.
Oubliette's from Arabian Nights? Huh.
I do like these little altars for the bugs.
Yeah.
Just the like purple underlighting coming from no discernible source. Mib stuck. Also, getting the second page from this world is going to be so easy.
Oh, GCU, you do? I was actually thinking I should pick up the soundtrack. It's quite good.
All right, here we go.
We've got one more world to go to.
Each page I can see more clearly. Soon, I'll be free from this horrible prison. This book. You must visit the one remaining age. Which you have now. Hundred that and my brother Aknar is admitted. He is guilty. Took advantage of the freedom our father had given us. Aknar begins it.
mentions himself first.
Yeah.
Never will escape. You must simply bring the red. The story that I, your wisdom, you will see that I am innocent and he is guilty.
I like the distortion effect right at the end there.
This forgotten island long ago. I will owe you my life, and you will be greatly rewarded.
Yeah, that adds up.
But I want to go home. I don't want to be rewarded.
Yeah.
I like how the like most people in fiction, he seems to treat guilty as the opposite of innocent.
Also, guilty of what precisely?
Yeah.
There was no accusations leveled at any point. You're all talking about guilt. Mm-hmm. But, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit like in. Did you ever see Fast and Furious 5?
I have
Fast
not
5?
seen any Fast or Furious movies.
I've only seen one of them,
I hear they're
but
really
it's the
good.
one with The Rock, and The Rock is playing like they're all car thieves, right?
Yeah.
But The Rock is present. It's set in Rio, and The Rock is there as like an American special forces guy who's supposed to
Yeah.
be helping local law enforcement do something. Only the local law enforcement's crooked and gets the Rock's entire team killed.
Okay.
And meanwhile, the car thieves are trying to steal like this bank vault from the main law enforcement guy. Mm-hmm. And The Rock teams up with what's his ass, the guy who looks like a sack of potatoes, Vin Diesel. And The Rock is like, all right, I'll work with you guys on the condition that I get to kill him. That I'm the one who gets to kill him. And they're all like, whoa, who said anything about killing anyone? We're trying to rob, like, we're thieves. And he's like, I don't care how many people I gotta kill.
He's like,
And
we don't
everyone's-
need you to kill anyone!
And everyone's like,
Just be cool!
be cool, Rock.
Alright. Well, let's... You know what? I just want to hear both sides of the debate.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. I'm just a devil's advocate.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Sack of potatoes.
Oh, my friend.
This guy looks like he smells like hot dogs.
Pages. I see. Convinced the Cirrus is guilty. Pray, do not release him. He will destroy me, just as he
Again with the guilt.
innocent bystander. I've been wrongfully tricked into imprisonment.
Like the red tint.
You have observed his unbridled lust for riches. In the 4 remaining worlds, some plot was almost perfect. Final blow to father. You tricked him into believing that it was I who was the murderer.
Murderer?
Mother, father.
Oh yeah.
Just leave. Liar. What in a liar. Must not be free. What remaining 2 pages from the last age of Myst. I must be free. You must free me. I cannot bear it here for eternity. Free me.
Actually, you know, Akinar looks like the kind of guy who gets really excited, or who refuses to eat anything other than, like, chicken fingers. Or gets really upset if the restaurant doesn't have, like, a cheeseburger.
This is such a great, simple effect. It's just like turning on a series of images to like make the lights look like they're turning on.
Yeah. So we
Okay.
need 59 volts to the ship.
I don't know how to do this puzzle.
Uh,
Well, let me see what each one of these does.
10. 7. Okay, hold
Oh,
on,
it's just
hold
an
on.
addition puzzle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Okay, so we've got. Here, let me
Yeah, it's
actually.
five and 5. We're using an actual notebook to solve this game.
Okay, so 10, 7, 5, 5. you said?
Wait, hang on a second. Okay, so 10, 7,
Okay.
8,
8.
16,
Okay.
5.
5.
And then next row is 1,
1.
2, 22,
22.
19, and 9.
9. Okay, so if we go over, we blow it.
Yeah, we don't
but
want to blow it.
so we can get to 41, and then we need another 18.
So it's 59.
So 20, yeah, 59 volts. So we can get to 22, 19, 16, and 2.
22. Oops. Hold on.
Okay,
22, 19,
that's 41. 16 will take us to 57.
and then 2.
2.
That should be it. All right. Well. Oh. Let's see. Hey!
Now we have to play the tune.
Oh, fuck! Right! Right! Right!
Play me the song of your people.
We have to play the song. Now, this is again, there's many weird juxtapositions in this game, but this one's very, very strange.
Yeah, I never got the music-powered spaceship before.
Yeah.
Other than it having kind of a weird high 70s, like... We have to go back to the library.
And have a look at it?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Alright, let's see what book it is.
Nope.
Oh.
This should be the... Yeah, no.
Okay. Is it this one? Oh. Ah, yeah, I think this
Yeah.
is it. This is it. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, first off, we have low C. Second up, we have high C. Third up, we have D flat.
In the GDC talk, this one was outright called a bad puzzle. Well, you just play it in sequence, right?
4, you have C, D, E, F.
Do you play it in sequence?
And 5, you have A flat, right?
I don't know how to play music or
Julie
read it.
showed me.
All right, you got it.
I think so. That looks right to you guys, right? Like,
Just in case.
or D sharp. Sorry, yeah, I wrote them as sharps. I kept saying flats, but I actually wrote them as
That's
sharps.
Just in case, you want to take a photo of this?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
Okay. Just putting that out there. You know. All right. Whoops. I love that door open noise. Okay. Do you want to do this one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I just need to know what you're talking about. Bangarang? Oh shit, is it not in sequence? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! I see how it is. I think that's it. Oh no, it's up like 2, maybe? Yeah. I think that's it.
Fuck you. Fuck.
Why did it go lower? That's the one. That's got to be it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Note number 2. I think that's it. Yeah. Up 1. Wait. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe. I don't fucking know. Oh, wait, you can hear it by pulling the lever. Okay, note 3. That's the one. It's higher? One more. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Okay, and then 5.
A sharp. Or A. Yeah, A sharp.
Oh! Up 1 more? Or, no. Yeah, that's the one.
Or A.
Oh! Try it.
No.
Oh!
Number 4 needs to be an octave lower.
Well, like, run it. One.
No, right. It was this F.
Okay. Wrong. F! Down 1. Yeah. I think so? Shit. That's it. Fuck! Okay, so.
Bullshit. Cock.
Yeah, that one's a little annoying. Just mainly because it's just like running back and forth over and over
Yeah.
again. This wouldn't have been so bad if all those things were on the same screen. Like if there was like the console and the piano, and you could just be like do 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 do
Yeah.
do. But like having to turn around, walk down the hallway, try it, walk back. It's just busy work.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I like that this book appears in this weird little sci-fi round screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the old like CRT, or like basically like a
Yeah. Also, such a simple trick to make something look kind of exotic and weird is taking the square, probably like, I don't know, what is that, like 150 pixels across?
yeah.
The little video window, and then just throwing a mask over it. Oh, and we get the preview.
Ooh. Maybe because we're flying there right now.
Is this one Dunny?
Jinx.
Let's do it. I love that noise.
Mm-hmm.
Bzzzt. Whee! Whoa, I do not remember this part. I remember parts of this part. This is maybe the only world that I don't have really clear memories of. That's interesting.
Is this the one with the goddamn train?
Yes.
Then I have memories of this.
Yeah, that I remember. Everybody remembers the fucking train. Oh boy. Alright, so this place seems largely well, I mean, everything's uninhabited.
Good for you.
Wow.
No! No!
What? Wait, is it the same one?
No.
Oh, right. I remember. Okay. a puzzle modeled on the one that we used to get in here. So I imagine each of these stations is going to... Hello?
Oh, that's really pretty. I don't remember that.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, so we've got a fissure.
What does this actually do? I guess turning it on is going to be a good thing.
Fissure, clock.
Oh, there's a microphone.
Yeah.
And then these, like, little radar dishes, which I believe all point inward to this thing.
Yeah.
So, I think that's how we're meant to sort of figure out what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that we have to just turn them all on and then read or decode some sequence of sounds. Weird that these rocks would make that noise.
Oh, well, there's the red page.
Oh, is it? Shit, I missed it. What? Oh shit, there it is. So we don't want that one just yet. We're gonna want to save before we hand him the last one. Wait, shit. Super lost. Okay. There. What? Shit. Let's keep going. What's this? Oh!
No.
It's fine, Cam. What's down here?
No.
It's a mine! Wait.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
there's-
this
oh!
is just a passageway.
Jesus.
Excuse me.
Okay, so wait, let me go back down. Because the entrance and exit look the same. Actually, hang on a sec, let me... Huh, that didn't do anything. And this... Oh, yeah, this is the array. Eh. Oh, you have to tune it into each one.
Yeah.
So this one should be crystals. Whoops. Oh, wait, here we go. Got it. And then the water, or...
The wind.
That was to the left, I think. Got it. Clock was to the right. Fissure was a ways to the right. We haven't activated the last one. That sounds like we got it.
No, it still wants one.
Yeah, we have to turn on the water one.
Oh, okay, right.
So we gotta find it. I'm scared. What is the function of this? Oh. Oh, it's just one set of light switches. Well, now I feel like an idiot. Just massively overthinking everything. Okay, so this is the end of here. Where would the water one be? So that one's the thing. Wait, there's a thing there. Ah, here we go. Piss. And there's the blue page.
Okay.
Alright, so now we calibrate it, and a thing will happen.
Presumably.
The thing always happens. Piss. Alrighty. Yoink. Okay, so this one is right next to... Whoops, that's way too fast. over here. Oh wait, is this one being blocked? Because yeah, the water is over here. Oh no, got it. Okay, so now... So now we have to write down what sequence they go in.
Like, did it though? Like, are they aligned? Like, the only one that's lit up is the water one.
Oh, it has
I
to
think
be...
we need to be more fine-tuned.
Oh, no, no.
No? Okay.
Yeah. I think we have it close enough. So then it should be...
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's now reading us the sequence.
Okay. So, this is the Selenitic age, right?
I think so.
One of those isn't aligned.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Well, let's try to open the door at least. 'Cause
Okay.
I think
Well,
we
I
have-
mean, like, we're right here, right? So, just play around with them a bit to see if we can eliminate the static.
No, static's always there, so it is there's a little range for it.
Okay. Apparently the arrow buttons flash.
Which arrow buttons? Okay, so that's the start of this
Yeah.
segment. That's the end of that segment, so there's no flash in between there. I'll go through the entire thing. How did you see the flashing and we didn't? I was staring right at it.
Oh, apparently when you hit the sigma, they'll flash with the direction that you're supposed to move it in.
Really? Left, right.
Right, left, left.
Okay, but it doesn't do them in order. Piss.
Okay, well, we'll hit it again.
Okay, well, yeah, let's start with 1. Okay, so the wind chimes has to go left.
Okay.
But how much left? Do you have to bracket it right in the middle? Wait, this is a scum emulation problem? Uh-oh.
Well, let's see what happens.
Well, let's record the sequence. Try that on the door and see what happens.
Okay, sorry. So,
That's okay.
yeah,
So, I'm gonna play it.
hold on. Okay, go for it. Chimes.
Water.
Water.
Oh, wait. The third one was missing.
Chimes. Water.
Oh, wind. Wind, fissure, and then clock. All right, well, let's try it.
Okay.
If it turns out that we didn't have to be precise at all, I'm gonna be real fucking salty with some people in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't make guesses unless you actually know the solution.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
If you're gonna tell us how to solve something, at least be right.
Okay, so first one.
Chimes.
Second one.
Water.
Third one.
Wind.
Got it.
Fissure.
And then
Clock.
Well, let's see.
Oh, somebody has said that we should grab one of the pages
Oh, we
because the
should.
train leads us to the book.
True. Now, we should save right now.
Okay.
How do we save?
I don't know how to use ScumV.
How did we get a save last time?
Somebody in the chat told us what the command was.
What's the command to save? Before we do something we regret.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Do.
Control F5.
Control F5.
Save.
Save. Okay. Where was the blue plage? Sir?
There. No.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's already open, Cam. I don't actually remember what I'm the Finest Man in the Middle Ages, my oh my, is from.
I don't know that I've ever heard it.
These are weird.
Quite.
Cam, look what it is.
No.
Man.
No.
You know what this reminds me of?
No.
The Journeyman Project. Like just this central room. It's fine.
Nothing is
I
fine.
think you worry too much. Huh. Seems fine. Whee! So, this is a puzzle that entirely uses the little video window.
Yep.
I don't remember what was so egregious about this.
It's a blind maze.
Oh! That's unfortunate.
Okay, so we're on a rail.
Oh, if you make notes from the mechanical age? Well, we have the cardinal directions.
North. Okay, so can we spin around?
Let's have a look.
Northeast.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. There's like...
Like, we're seeing a lot of red lights here.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I remember. Hang a sec. Tink.
Tink?
What direction is that?
Tink is north. Oh, wants us to go north.
So I think all we have to do is follow the sound prompts. Oh shit! No! Okay, no, we get back. Hang on. Fucking what's happening? Ah! It's doing something on its own.
Oh, there's only one direction to go.
Oh shit. It's sending us back. Okay. I don't know why, but it fucked up. We'll try that again. But I think we can figure this out. I think if we have what that noise means, this shouldn't
Okay.
be so hard.
Okay.
Okay, let's try this again. Cool sound design though.
People say it's from With Nail and I.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
I 100% I'm the Finest Man in the Middle Ages. My oh my is not from With Nail and I.
Okay. Get in the back of the van!
Yeah, that is, but like what? Okay.
Dink.
Okay, so we start off on one. That's easy. I remember how this goes. So we stop at the station and then
Spring.
Spring is...
Or no, Plibble. That's Plibble.
Yeah, Plibble is west.
west.
Ever eat soggy.
Wieners.
So 2 positions. Right. Here we go!
Honestly, I've only had...
A couple of ales?
Yeah.
Tink?
Tink is north again.
You're drunk. Are you refusing to fill this bag? North. Wee. Oh, it's probably MST3K. That sounds more accurate. I feel like that's one that I picked up through osmosis from Whitman. Ah! All right. Hiss. Or
Spring. East.
oh, look at that! It's open.
Hooray.
So if you came here without this context, you'd just be fucked, wouldn't you?
Hmm.
Jesus Christ. How horrifying.
I know. Just trapped in here forever.
Yep. Just driving around, just being like, fuck this game.
Going back to playing Doom. Spring? East again?
Yep. You brute force this maze? Yeah.
Brutal.
Cowbell.
Cowbell. South.
Yay. There we go. The original design, you're gonna have to walk this path? Fuck! That sounds terrible. Now wait, this should be more complicated now. Oh,
Cowbell.
Cowbell.
South.
Continue south. As a child, you stopped playing after this? Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit, it's going around a corner.
Oh, wow.
And another corner. This is gonna play 2 sounds at the same time. Well, not yet.
That was definitely
Plibble, my favorite. West. There we go. Getting this other page is gonna be a fucking nightmare.
Yep.
What a thrill ride this would have been. A Sydney monorail. Ah, there
Cowbell.
we go. Okay.
South.
No, it's
Cowbell is south.
and Plibble, southwest.
Oh, there is a Plibble.
Oops, wrong direction. Southwest. Now, I kind of dig about this. This is the first time it plays 2 sounds at the same time, and it sounds like south,
Yeah.
but you're facing a wall.
Yeah.
So I was like, that ain't right. It needs more Plibble Bell. It is a Myst roller coaster. We not having fun right now. Ah! We're gonna die. Okay. That was just regular ass Plibble.
Yeah, that was... Well, that was...
West.
Wasn't that spring?
No, that's Plibble.
Is that Plibble?
Yep.
Okay.
This is... See, the one that you have written down as spring, I always had as hiss because it sounds like
Oh,
air
okay.
escaping. Here we go. So
That's Tink.
Tink Plibble.
Tink Plibble, northwest.
Yep. Northwest.
Yep.
Confirmed. This is a really fucking long journey, isn't it? I can't imagine how awful it would be taking a wrong turn and then having to figure it out back from there. Also, coding this and having it work. Tink Hiss.
Tink Hiss, northeast.
Whoops. Got there. Why can't we go east-west? Because you'd rip in half.
Duh.
So just regular-ass Tink.
That should be north.
This is really banking hard.
Yeah.
Regular-ass Tink?
That was just north, right? Yeah.
Oh, hang on, here we go. Cowbell.
Cowbell
Southeast.
Spring, southeast.
Whoops. Oh! Aha!
Aha!
We did it! Now we get to Eggscape. Oh! You plotted it out?
Yep.
So now what? Forward again?
Did it make a noise?
Can we just leave? Oh shit, we can.
Okay.
Hey, Lamau!
Hey, we out.
Peace!
Yep, later.
Okay. Alright, so. Are you ready for bad end time?
Do we want to go through the bad end, or do we just want to, like... Do we want good end?
We do want good end. Do we want to do... I feel like we should do bad end first. That's why we saved. See, we fucked up because we didn't realize that one was going to take long. We should have made the last chapter the mechanical age because it's the fastest. But we didn't know that.
Apparently there's another set of page... Oh, we haven't gone to the one in the weird clock tower. Like when you walk out of the library, you go past the sunken ship to the tower on the other side of the water.
That was the thing that opened the mechanical age.
No. That was the cog sculpture on the pedestal. There's still a clock, isn't there?
I don't think so. But we'll see.
Hello. I'm glad to see that you've returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment. He was serious who did this to me. Serious, my wicked brother. Do not listen to him. I warn you. He's a liar.
Oh, I remember.
Persuaded by his evil lies. I believe him. He killed my father. He'll kill you. Began when my brother Sirius began to lust for riches. He stole from me, just Myst. He hoarded riches for himself. My father. I was swept away his watchfulness. My sick brother secretly pronounced himself king. King of the ages of Myst, he said. He began to look upon me in disgust. Slowly, brother. He did him. And the Sirius began to destroy the ages of Myst. He burned their forest. He tore down their structures. He flooded their lands. He murdered their inhabitants. He destroyed all but 4 of the ages. Of course, I had to warn father. When I finally found him, there was Sirius also, talking cleverly. The lying tongue of a serpent. He had convinced father that it was I who destroyed the ages. He convinced father that it was I who was greedy for wealth and plunder. And Sirius dealt the final blow. He tricked father into believing that I was the murderer. But Sirius did not deal as fast a blow as he planned. And his father died a slow death. He at last doubted my brother's clever lies, and so in dying, father imprisoned us both. I'm sure from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you what I say is true. Release me. You must release me. My brother's a deceitful liar. He deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father. His murder. Believe me. You must only recover 1 additional page to release me from this prison. It's the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf. It's in this library. On the far right side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other burned books. This book is filled with patterns. Find pattern 158.
158.
Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring you the last blue page. Remember, take the red page. Only the blue page. Return quickly to me. And do not touch the green book. It's a clever trap to imprison those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, or you will rot and die, imprisoned as I am. I tell you, if you follow my instructions, it will be well worth your while. I promise you that. Go. Go.
All right. I'm gonna go get the other red page,
Okay.
and if you want to continue talking,
yeah, sure.
While I just regrettably have to go through this whole thing. So
Hold on, let me just write it down. So,
yeah, it's just
north, west, north, east, east.
I mean, I can
south,
probably just
south, west, southwest, west.
whoa, hang
northwest.
on.
Oh,
Is
it's
that-
breaking down.
Is that supposed to happen? That's interesting and weird.
Northeast, north, southeast.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
there's the sequence.
Okay, so I gotta go get the red page, which was over here, I think. Oh, there it is. All right. So you had some more ruminations.
Yeah, okay.
You can probably
So basically, what I wanted to talk about with this game was how a lot of people learn wrong lessons from this game, which we went into last week, right? There's a lot of puzzles in here that people decided meant that since this game was so successful, that a way to making an interesting game was to make puzzles, right? And to have especially like these abstract
this exact style of puzzles
yeah, like this
without the benefit of the surrounding theme.
yeah, which is based on the idea of somebody making essentially like kid lit
Yeah.
right, for their children.
I was just thinking about that, like a ninth grade book report or more like a report on a historical figure, and it always starts with, the person's name was a so and so, and you're just like,
Yeah. It's like if somebody looked at like the Golden Compass and decided that kids like treatises on humanism and gave them like a very dry analysis of Locke. Right? Yeah, like Seventh Guest is a really great example of it, where it had like actually really good puzzles in it that made no fucking sense. The context.
I was like,
of the
why
game.
do these exist in this
Yeah.
world?
Yeah, like why do I have to solve this in order to advance the game? Like, this is irritating, but at least it makes a certain kind of sense.
Yeah, I mean, the worlds are fabricated from imagination, so in that sense, at least, there's a reason for the
Yeah,
particular style.
yeah, like they made game designers made these like very deliberately obtuse puzzles where I think Myst's difficulty came from from the fact that it was kind of the first game to do this, and so a lot of these puzzles.
Uh-oh. I followed your instructions.
Well, you can always go north.
I'm
west.
just gonna listen to the... Yeah, I'll just
That's
follow it.
spring.
That's Plibble, Cam.
That's Plibble?
I'll just follow the
Okay.
sounds.
You went north, south, north, people said.
Should I start from the beginning? I think it should. Yeah.
And I think a lot of where Myst falls down is that they just weren't very experienced making this kind of game because nobody had really done this before. And instead of trying to iterate on what they had been successful with, they just kind of copied it, and we were stuck with this for a really long time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go by the actual...
Okay.
So, anyways, yeah. I'm just gonna deal with this.
Okay. Like, it's always a learning experience, and that makes it really frustrating when you see games copy success rather than iterate on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a frustrating thing from, almost all disciplines. And there's just like the cynical kind of cash grab, like, shit, this is popular, let's make a copy and sell it. But there's also the, like, oh, I'm inspired by this, and I really earnestly want to make something that's as good, but it's like, they miss the point.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Well, Ray Liotta, I think there's a, I think you can do, like, this kind of thing could easily just become an implicit, like, wandering around thing. Whereas, like, the forward and the arrows and the back and the audio cue and the compass direction or the cardinal direction make it all very explicitly like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Where you have to hit buttons in a correct order in order to get it. Whereas, like, maybe if this was wandering around, it would seem a bit less puzzle-like. But I think that would also be an absolute nightmare if you're wandering around in the dark. According to the map, the answer is always just follow the right wall.
Well, that's just any maze.
Yeah. And, like, I think this was even what crushed the Alien game that came out last year.
Alien Isolation?
Alien Isolation for us, where, you know, there would be, like, actually very tense, frightening sequences with the alien, where you would get to a door and then you would have to solve, like, you would have to hack the door.
When I saw the door hack that was, like, symbol matching, I was like, fuck off.
Yeah, and it's extremely
Fuck
frustrating
off.
because it's not, it snaps you out of it, and, like, there is the impression, I think, that these kind of puzzles will be very stressful in the way that, like, if you've ever seen the Seinfeld episode where they're talking about, like, where Jerry's talking about, like, you know, sometimes I like to pretend there's a serial killer after me while I'm trying to get into my apartment, right? So I'm, like, fumbling for my keys and, like, trying to get it in the hole, and there's this whole artificial tension thing. And it didn't work,
But
at least for us.
Yeah, well, the thing is that, like, there's kind of a line between tension and frustration, and hitting that note just right is
Yeah.
real hard.
Yeah, no, and it's difficult. And I don't think there's any particular shame in failing at it if you make a decent stab at it. But yeah, for us, I think in Alien Isolation, like what also became very apparent in that game was when Matt was describing for me, like, how he was trapped on this one level where there were like a series of lockers in 3 separate rooms, and you had to do... he was describing essentially a Towers of Hanoi puzzle played out in first person.
That sounds...
Where you were trying to get the alien into one room and move yourself into another, and you were trying to basically move... It was a Towers of Hanoi puzzle. Like, I can't describe it in any other way than that. And I was like, that sounds irritating as fuck.
Yeah, that sounds so annoying.
And like very... I think that's about as organic as you could make that kind of thing. And it still sounds...
It's flawed fundamentally. It's like,
Yeah.
you can't fix something like that. You shouldn't do it at all. I think that they could have stripped a lot of stuff. This is what infuriates me about a lot of these games, especially exploration games, is there's this expectation that they have gameplay, which is usually just boils down to let's have some bullshit Myst puzzles
Yeah.
that haven't been updated in design.
Yeah, like
for,
that... Well, this
you
is
know, 100
explicitly
years.
gamey.
Yeah,
right?
but-
Where you're like, oh, I'm playing a game now, rather than trying to go through the process of recovering
Dude.
a page for a book for these two like brothers who are trapped after the effects of murdering their father
Yeah.
and burning his library. And instead what you're doing is like making notes in a journal about trying to map out this underground pathway that is, to be perfectly honest, completely divorced from that world. Right? Like, this does feel like a very kind of artificial barrier where you need to like make certain numbers of clicks in order
You
to
know,
advance.
In the context of this game, Myst,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that everything is circuitous is kind of, I mean, it's by design. You know, he
Mm-hmm.
talked, what's his face, talked about the safe places.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know, where
yeah.
he, you know, and because he's a writer, rather than build, you know, an impenetrable wall or something like that, he designed these like weird brain teasers.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can figure this shit out because I know how it works, but
Mm-hmm.
other people would have a harder time with it.
Yeah. Like, and that may even be a bit circuitous on the part of the writers of the game, being like, we wanted to make a puzzle game, so we created like a context in which that made sense, which works, and that's fine. But when you're trying to iterate on that, or not even iterate on it, but when you're trying to copy the formula, it becomes very disconnected very quickly, and you actually have to understand what you're doing in order to make it successful.
Yeah, like
Right? It's like in it's like how Star Trek Into Darkness realized that the second Star Trek movie, Star Trek 2, had Khan in it, and it was good. And Khan was a scary guy who was very good at things. So we're going to have a very scary guy named Khan who's good at things in our movie as a villain, but not understanding why any of those things were successful,
yeah,
because there's no...
it's almost more frustrating to
Attachment
get
here.
like about 70% of the way, but have it just, you know, just not work.
Yeah.
And it be so clear as to why it doesn't work is because it's like, you really didn't understand why this was so good in the first place.
Well, and I mean, like, people keep bringing up, like, the sequels and the novels that were written about this, and, like, or the novels that were written in this context. And that's interesting background information, but we don't have that at this point,
Yeah.
right? Like, Myst had to stand on its own, and it had to be successful on its own, without any of the outside information.
Well, I was gonna say that, like, I'm sure a lot of the novelizations and stuff that came after this made that shit up based on just this.
Yeah.
Maybe some notes that existed, but it's like, I don't think that entire expanded backstory was ever even conceived of when this game came out. I mean,
Well,
maybe,
we don't
maybe
know.
they came up with
We
some
don't know.
of it.
All we have
don't
is the text,
know. Yeah.
right? Like, or all we have is what's said in the game.
Yep.
And what's said in the game is relatively little. Like, it hints at some things and doesn't hit at other things. Like, I've seen people talking about, like, how Atreus and his family are descendants of humans from a distant universe who have these abilities to create worlds out of their imagination.
See, to me...
I'm like, yeah, but that isn't... Like, maybe that's in the library?
You know what? I really dislike stuff like that. Because, like, it tickles the fancy of a very particular type of... I mean, I'm going to try and say this as tactfully as I can. A kind of person who wants to know fucking everything about it.
Yeah, and
to have
that's
no
fine.
mystery.
Right?
It's fine.
Yeah.
But it's like there's also something to be said for things left up to the imagination. Also,
Yeah.
just like when the creator's arm is twisted, just be like, no, explain everything. Tell
Yeah.
me like what all this like inference meant.
Yeah, and then you
And-
wind up with Dark Souls 2,
Yeah,
right?
or various other things. where
Yeah,
it's just
like lore is cool. I get lore. I get wanting to know all about it.
but just like
Sometimes,
Yeah, sometimes
well,
you
as
just
like
want-
sometimes also as somebody who writes like fantasy worlds for D&D, sometimes you actually don't know. Sometimes things are better when they're left unexplained because it makes more sense than
Yeah.
when they are explained.
yeah, it's like well, I mean, you know what happens when you have explained fucking everything? Midi-chlorians. That like at a certain point, if you explain too much and you come up with too much lore, it just sucks.
Yeah.
And it's like over bloated and
Or-
all the magic just dissipates because it's like being, just dissected down
or
to
the other good one I can think of is the Donnie Darko director's cut.
oh fuck.
Which, if you've ever seen Donnie Darko, nothing that happens in that movie makes any sense, but it's a cool looking and sounding movie with some decent performances. And
Yeah.
it's kind of fun to watch, right? Because you sit around with your friends and you're like, that was really deep. And everyone's like, sure. Let's all agree on that. And then you watch the director's cut, which explains everything, and you're like, oh, well, that's actually just stupid. Right?
Yeah. It's just arg.
And like I've never played any of the future or any of the sequels to Myst or read any of the novels. Graham really likes them. I tend to trust him. So I mean, like, apparently they stuck the landing on this one. And rad.
Well-
Okay, cool. But like I like this. It's just like this peek into the world,
Yeah.
right? And we can make kind of
Yeah, I think-
inferences about these characters based on what they have told us, like what's made explicit in the text, right? Like if you jump into if you open a book and you fall into it, there's already a narrative beginning to form,
Yeah.
right? Like if the rabbit hole is a book, there's already a bunch of stuff implicit in that. Like it's about imagination, and specifically, like I think there is the logos, right? The creative power of God by speaking a word,
Yeah.
right? To make something real.
I mean, everything in this game, to me, is enough. This is all I need to ever know about this game, or about this world. And, like, I think it's perfect without its sequels. I mean, I've again, truthfully not played them myself, but I think that this stands perfectly and, like, elegantly on its own, and it doesn't need
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah, like I
think you know what it is? It's fucking negative space.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of like, I mean, maybe there's a visual metaphor we could use here where like
Yeah.
each individual age is actually just like a very tiny footprint in what is presumably a very large world,
Yeah.
right? Like,
It-
you
like-
visit
like-
like a tiny spire of rock with some structures on it and some outlying structures, and the rest of the world is mist. It's undefined. It's
Well, they
It's
mention
unknown.
they talk about there being other worlds, and you're just like, shit. I saw 4 of them. There must be like amazing other ones, you know,
Yeah.
that we don't necessarily have to see because this has the sort of cadence of a short story
yeah.
This
Oh yeah,
game.
yeah.
because
I
it's
like
very
that
it's
a
very
lot.
small stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost like a play that's over in like 45 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's so nice and small and just perfect and on its own.
Yeah, like yeah, I mean, like it's perfect with its flaws. There's an element
Well,
of
yeah,
wabi-sabi to
yeah.
it, right?
Wasabi.
Wabi-sabi.
Okay, I thought you said wasabi.
No. Which is the idea that something's imperfections actually contribute to its completeness.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I kind of want to put this page in this book.
Let's put the page in the book.
See what happens. And then we can save, and then we can get the 2 endings. Or 3 endings.
Oh, Sketches of Pain? We'll talk.
You finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Sirius. I trust that from your exploration, you become convinced that my wicked brother, Acheron, is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. His father was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Acheron has burnt mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. His thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Acheron's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final chapter. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, trapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves. In this library, which is mostly burned but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158 and recreate it on the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released, and able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will be face to face.
Gotcha. All right, so
Touch green book. Gotcha.
don't touch, never touch green. Always touch green book. Green book touch. Aha! 158. Oh, that's a lot of pages.
What's the grid? It's 6 by...
Whoops. 8 by 6.
8 by 6. Okay. Oh, Dr. Tatum's gonna kick my ass. I'm drawing a grid freehand.
He's just like disturbed. So I like that the information to complete the end of the game is just here. All the patterns are there, but it's just like, which pattern is it? It's almost like if you found this book by accident, you'd just be like, oh god, no. Fuck.
Yeah.
Piss. Huh. Channing Tatum, PhD. What? That's really weird. So here we are heading towards the end. Which is 6 bytes. Holy shit. I wonder what happens. I wonder what this decode says.
Yeah, I wonder if it does have a specific number.
I doubt it, but is this video game based on a book series? No, it's it's standalone. It spawned a series of books after it, because this Myst was enormously popular. So of course, you know, there was clamor for more, and it was spun off into several other games and I believe novelizations.
Yeah.
Etc. I've not played any though. I think I've like scratched the surface of Riven, and it got really, really puzzly really, really quick.
I've heard Riven is quite good.
Okay.
Or at least it's rewarding to play.
Fair. But yeah, it's pretty wild. Pretty wild. There's a book of Atris, Tiana, etc.
Okay, I've got it.
Alright. So, this is the second to last puzzle. The fireplace. What do you mean in the fireplace? Oh, there's a little button there. Oh, it's gonna make the noise.
What a wonderful way of
that's an
abstracting
air
the
tank.
presence of this.
This is a weird thing.
Nope.
Oops. Got it. Oop. Piss. Okay. And then just this entire column here.
Yep.
I'm missing one.
Yeah.
Right
There
there.
you go.
Let's double check it.
Looks a good one.
Whoa! It did a thing!
It did a thing.
Hey, there's a green book! So, man. Just 3 choices right there.
Yep.
So,
Man, we should send the designers of this game an arrangement of cupcakes with green, red, and green, blue icing on them, but they all taste the same. That'll show them.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Oh, we should have gone back and saved there.
Oh, shit, you're right. Oh, well. Are you ready to have a bad time?
Always.
I'm super ready to have a bad time.
Are you kidding? That's why I showed up tonight.
We know about the marker switches. You don't need to type in all caps. In fact, you almost never need to type in all
Yeah,
caps.
please do not type in all caps unless it's very important.
Hey, this is an interesting perspective. Wait. Hey, you're free now. Sweet. How come I'm...
Oh, yes! I'm free! Oh, I feel alive! And how do you feel, my friend? What have we here? Perhaps pages you worked so hard for?
I love this.
What? Yes! Oh. Perhaps Y'all seeing the world from my point of view. Yes.
But we helped you out, dude.
My brother. Maybe someone will rescue you someday. You lose.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Man, that's a bullshit. Blue ending sucks.
Yeah, blue ending sucks.
I don't get it. We played the entire game. Why didn't we get a good ending?
So the 180 perspective on that is
yeah.
really great when he
Yeah,
starts
yeah,
tearing
yeah.
the pages out and it goes back to the static that you saw him embedded in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like it's a very simple trick, but it's very effective.
Oh, quite. Yeah.
So and now fuck.
What do we do now?
I think we might actually just be trapped forever. Okay, so can I go?
A little known fact that if you just leave it on the screen for 75 years, there's a whole other game embedded.
That's not true. The red ending is much better, I bet. Okay. Where were we? Whoops.
Yeah, red is obviously the good ending.
Oh yeah, no, see, he's gonna be great. So I gotta do this again. Oh well.
Miss 6, we live here now.
The mistening. Oops, no, that's wrong.
Oh no, shit, if you listen to, if you wait after the end for a few minutes, apparently there are sound effects.
Oh yeah, of what?
Apparently crackling fire.
Oh, right, because he burns you!
Yeah. Wrong one, there, yeah.
Like the jackass he is. Okay, so I think that's it. Whee! Okay, we'll save here.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can actually save here. So now, red page. So this was, I think that transition's supposed to play
Happened
fast
too
enough
quickly. Yeah.
for you to see, but it is actually like the thing. Boop. All right. Hut. So this will be way better. He'll be grateful.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a sec.
This is the same thing.
Weren't we just here?
All right, dude.
Yes! Yes. I'm free! Oh, thank you, my friend. My dear friend.
Yeah, we're dear friends.
You've done the right thing. You stupid fool!
But
It looks like perhaps you're in the book now.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Can you help us out?
And what have we here? A page.
Whoa, hey, no, I need those.
Oh no. I hope you enjoy your new home as much as I enjoyed it.
what's in the box? Nothing! You're stupid!
Can't see you.
You're
Looking
so.
right
You
there.
believe me?
I hope you're in the books. The library looks much the same as I left. Oh, I can know.
Are you into books?
That's fucked up.
Goodbye.
Well, that was even worse.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so both these endings suck.
I want more ending. Oh, well. We have to do it again anyway. Alright, I choose door number 3.
Apparently there's also a white ending?
A what?
Not just green, but
I think I know the one they're talking about. So we'll get there. We have to solve this like several times. Whoops.
you're just clicking on things.
I'll click on you. I don't know why that was so threatening.
That was kind of menacing, yeah.
Oops. Piss. Is that
Broken it.
Did I
No.
get it? No. Hold on.
It's all wrong for you. Ruined it.
Wait, no. Fuck. Piss.
Unclick the thing, then click
There
on
we
the
go.
thing.
Okay, that's
the thing.
that's correct, right? No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes.
I don't know, dude.
Hey! Okay. I'm gonna touch the green book.
Well, it couldn't possibly be worse.
Hello.
Who's this guy?
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to Dunny. Not yet. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend. As you no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Oh. Perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atris. I fear you've met my son, Cirrus and Achenar, in the red and blue books on Myst Island. In my library. Oh, it contains my works, my writings. Oh, I wrote many books that linked me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books to entrap over-greedy explorers that might stumble upon my island of Myst. But I had no idea my own sons would be entrapped. My sons, Cirrus and Achenar, we had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books. Perhaps it was not wise. I could see the greed growing in them. I had not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did not know the books were traps. They begged me for access to those books, and I, of course, denied them. Oh, they devised a plan. An evil plan. I had no idea to what extent their greed had progressed. Their own mother. He was their own mother. Oh, my dear Catherine. To lure me here to Dunny. Of course, I could return to Myst, except that they removed a single page from my Myst linking book. I cannot return without that page. You, my friend, can bring that page to me. Oh, I pray you believe my story above the lies that my sons have told you. If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst and bring justice to my sons for what they have done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page. Bring the page with you.
Now, can you enter the book?
I don't know.
Whoops! I think this might be one of the endings. Well, now we're stuck here, probably. It's a cave?
I've never been here.
I've also never been here. Wait, no, maybe I have. Wait, is that his face on the floor?
My friend. You've returned. We meet face to face. And the page. Did you bring the page?
The what?
You didn't bring the page. You didn't bring the page. I deplore you. Oh. Did you not take my warning seriously?
I didn't. There was. I don't read a lot, dude. There was a book and it was kind of boring.
Welcome to Dunny. You and I will live here forever.
I'm actually illiterate, dude.
Crazy. Oh. It's like
Wait, so we're going to Denny's.
Denny's? Yeah, okay. I like Denny's.
I mean, it's okay.
I love Denny's. And so, yeah, now you're stuck here
Yep.
till the end of time.
Huh.
So, that's another bad ending. I think we fucked up.
We done fucked up.
We done goofed. We done shit.
So are we roommates?
Yeah, and he's gonna start off with this passive-aggressive shit. So this is gonna be a long eternity.
This is like posting to the Facebook group of your residence. Does anyone know why my pen is scratched? I had a Teflon pen and it's scratched now. Does anyone know what could have happened to it? Anyone?
Are all of them activated? I think they are. We would have turned them all on. Oh.
Where did he say the other page was?
He didn't say where it was. Okay, now what position is on?
I think it's towards you. Contact.
I think it's up. Wait, we can check because this is... Oh, no, okay, on is up.
Okay.
So we have to turn them all on.
But the one on the dock wasn't on, right?
Well, let's leave them all on and then turn that one off. On. Whoa, dude. On.
Oh. I think I'm gonna fall asleep.
Okay, that one wasn't on. This one on.
On.
This one on. Okay. This is the last puzzle.
Now we get more gameplay.
Yay. Oh, shit! Look at... Damn! Oh, this is the white page he was talking about. Shit, well...
As always. That just fucking makes sense. More Silicon Valley, white page is the good ending thing.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, God. So uncomfortable.
Sma.
Right now. Sma. Fucking sma. Sma.
Sma.
Sma my brains out. Hey, what's up? I'm coming to visit you!
And that's why the game is only 2 minutes long.
Yep. I got some for you.
Ah, my friend. You returned. And the page. Did you bring the page? Ah, give it to me.
Boop! Magical.
You've done the right thing.
Oh, this effect, if I remember.
I have a difficult choice to make.
That's cool. It's very subtle, but... What's a difficult choice?
My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do. I shall return shortly.
Okay, I'll hold down the fort down here.
Yeah, I mean, do you have a bathroom?
I mean, technically speaking, the whole place could be a bathroom.
I suppose so. I mean, like that's accurate. Which one of these is the bathroom? I mean, I suppose we can find it. You know, but by smell.
I don't actually know how long... Oh, there he is. Well, that wasn't so long.
It is done.
What is done?
What'd you do?
I have many questions for you, my friend. But
You keep calling me my
I
friend.
cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife, Catherine, is now being held hostage. Now, in reward, I'm sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst, the books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope you find your explorations satisfying.
Wait, what?
You will no longer have my sons to deal with.
But I want to go home.
Can we go home?
Can I go home?
Do you have anything to eat?
And one more favor. I am fighting a foe much greater than my sons would even imagine. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Until that point, feel free to enjoy the explorations from my library on Myst. Thank you again.
Dude, did you write any skin mags while you were...
Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
There was a man there, but now there's just a scorched butthole.
Oh, there was a bit.
shape.
Oh!
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 Oh! Dude!
Oh!
yo.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Man, does it... It smells like ham in here now.
God, I love. The books are just gone,
Yeah.
and there's this scorch mark, like they were struck by the wrath of God.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah.
Well, you know that most of these books don't fucking work, right?
Yeah.
Like this one and this one.
Is there a book where there's like an orchard or a garden or like a McDonald's or something? Because like we've been
I'm
here
so
for like,
hungry.
or a bed? Is there one with a bed?
Oh man. So yeah, that's an interesting, like, kind of unconventional even for the time.
yeah, no, like
way of ending
I
the
remember
game.
playing this game when I was a
And you're
kid,
just
and I
like-
was just like,
And
like,
What-
do
when-
I get
is it over?
Do I get credits in a closing crawl?
I don't think you do.
Oh. So I just wander around now? And like I remember like being really pleased with that as a kid, thinking, "Oh, that's cool." Right?
I
Like
just
the
get to
game's
hang
just
out
over
here.
and I'm here now.
It's good to hang out on this cool island. Because, I mean, the temptation would be to, you know, slowly bring up the ending music and then, like, And then he went away. The end.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, because this journey has been very personal for you, you're just left with your actual fate, which is to just wander the fucking island
Yeah.
as long as you want, which
Like-
is not a lot, but
Well, I mean, this was very unique.
because usually there's a you win winner. Again, I think the short story parallel measures up because a lot of short stories are not afraid of doing weird, unusual, sometimes bittersweet, sometimes kind of unsatisfying endings.
Well, have I ever told you about my favorite short story?
Which one?
It's a Vladimir Nabokov short story called Signs and Symbols, or Symbols and Signs, depending on which printing you find it. And in it, there's an old Russian emigre couple and their disturbed son, who's living in a mental hospital. Mm-hmm. And the story opens with them going to visit him on his birthday. And when they arrive at the hospital, they find out that they can't see him because he attempted suicide again last night.
Jeez.
And the story ends with them being at home and like getting a plan to bring him home because it'll work out cheaper and they'll be able to take care of him. And the phone rings with a wrong number, and the mother picks it up and is like, "No, you're calling the wrong number."
Wait, I remember now.
And they keep talking and planning on what they're going to do and how they're going to take care of their boy, and the phone rings again, and it's the wrong number again. And the story ends with the phone rang a third time.
The end.
Yeah.
It's like, was it another fucking wrong number? Was it the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
So I need to use the bathroom
I also need
quite
to use...
urgently.
Okay.
Luckily, there are two
Let's cross
cans
the
here.
streams.
We'll be back in 5 to 10
And
minutes.
then we'll get to some sort of decompression, so what?
Yeah,
business.
we'll talk about this when we come back.
All right.
So see you guys shortly.
I'll take the 4-1.
Oh, also I'm running a commercial. So,
Yo.
we're back.
I felt like this would be a good screen to leave this on while we talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
The sort of quintessential
the library.
the library. Yep. So
Okay.
that's basically the resolution for this game.
Yeah.
Almost not even an ending. It's just sort of like, what happens to you?
Yeah, like where do you go now? And it leaves it very wide open for a sequel, like deliberately open for a sequel. Even though I don't know what universe you live in where you like create this game and are like, this is going to be an enormous commercial success.
Yeah,
That
I don't
is
know.
going
Like,
to require a sequel.
well, I mean, maybe they just wanted to leave it open ended just because.
I mean,
it's like-
yeah, I mean,
maybe
that
they-
seems reasonable as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So what?
So what? Okay.
So what?
I had
also-
lots of thoughts.
Also, brief aside, please, with the all caps, I don't care how important it is.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, apparently a lot of Riven was originally meant to be in Myst, but wound up being cut. So, okay. I mean, like, yeah, that'll happen. So they had a lot of content that they wanted to get into, right? Which does occur, right? You have more stories to tell. So what's the so what for this game, right? Like, one of the things that occurred to me is that this really is very unusual narratively. Like, not only is this a very weird game from the context,
Yeah.
like in the context of games, like it's very, like, what's the pitch for this game, right? Like, there's a man who comes from a distant universe who can create entire worlds by writing them in books,
Okay.
and
There's
his
a
two
princess and you have to rescue her, right?
Yeah, no.
What?
He and his wife have 2 sons who become obsessed with power,
Okay.
and they trap them in their own books. Eons later,
Yeah.
like somebody from our world finds one of the books and falls into it.
And is suddenly in the unique position of being able to affect it's not a stalemate as much as it is
It's
just
a stasis.
a stasis. Yeah, that's exactly
Right, like I mean, it's very kind of like it isn't the heroic narrative. It isn't the hero's arc at all. But it tackles some of the same thematic, or the same thematic point of setting the world to rights, right?
Yeah.
Or putting the world to right.
Yeah, so it sort of... Yeah, it's like you have the sort of self-motivation of wanting out.
Yeah, but that isn't even addressed in this game.
Not really, and it's never paid off. So
Yeah.
your motivation ultimately becomes kind of curiosity,
Yeah.
which is of course something that's very easy to prey on for me. Because
Yeah,
man, I am curious, George.
Yeah.
You give me a compelling mystery, and I will follow it straight into a brick wall.
Yeah, no, I mean...
Which is usually what happens.
This is... Into a world of, like, Wolfensteins, then Dooms, then, like, even games like Ultima.
Yep.
Like, I think Ultima 7 was out around this point. TIE Fighter was probably a big game around this point.
Yeah, this was
You have-
really different.
Even by the standards of today, this is weird.
Yeah, it's weird. And so,
Like-
by the standards of, what was this, like 93, 95,
I think 94.
94?
Something like
Um,
mid-90s.
This would have been really strange.
Yeah.
And, I mean, its strangeness is part of what, its appeal. Because, like, it was so different from everything else. Because, I mean, this is something that I harp on to this day. Because, some video games are sort of still kind of stuck in this, these patterns. Because, they work, they're profitable and popular. There's not necessarily a lot of innovation going there. And not to say that it always has to be different all the time.
Right.
But it's just like, this medium is very rich and open to utilization for lots of different stories, lots of different experiences. Which is why it gets tiresome when it's just like, we have the ability to craft these, universes with, exquisite detail and incredible graphics and stuff, where you go and you shoot people in the face.
Yeah.
Just every single game, you shoot people in the face, or
Yeah,
you
like-
sword them.
Like the weird convergence of Call of Duty and Halo
Yeah, basically.
into shooting.
And it's just like,
nights.
I love shooters. I love,
Yeah, yeah,
games
they're
about,
fun.
just like, the sort of rambunctious kind of stuff. But, like, would you want to eat ice cream 3 meals a day for the rest of your life?
Yes. No. Especially since I'm allergic to milk.
Oh, that would be some shits.
I would just turn into a phlegm beast.
Phlegm beast, gross.
Ugh.
So yeah, like this is one of those progenitors of the original kind of walking sim
like
games.
it's very abstract, right? Like the first puzzle that I think we tackled was the observatory and the sunken ship, right? Which makes a kind of sense. Like you navigate ships out of sight of land by,
But
by
ultimately, this is just like,
constellations.
this is hugely abstracted, because what we had to do to complete this puzzle was these boxes sitting flanking a model ship of the ship that's in the harbor. We had to activate some of them, the symbols of which we got from a star chart.
Yeah.
That's
It's like-
weird.
Yeah, like
That's very weird.
Yeah, like that it makes there's a certain kind of sense if you consider the element of like if it wasn't a ship that was sunk or if it was something else, then like the constellations wouldn't make sense. But like I kind of get it seeing it all together, but on the other hand it's also you can see where people
pretty
looked
weird.
at this and thought like, okay, a narrative with disconnected puzzles acting as gates.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also just like a narrative that, like part of why I love this so much is that there was so much visual storytelling in it.
Is there?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
tons
no,
of it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, there
Specifically?
is. With the character of the brothers.
Yeah,
The characters of the brothers.
That it's most apparent. Like there's a lot of just like weirdo imagery in this,
Yeah.
which is not necessarily visual storytelling, but the brothers' room specifically are just overflowing with visual storytelling in direct contrast to their words.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like the more clarity you get into their their books, the more you see that disconnect between like how they live and what they're saying or what they're
Yeah.
claiming.
Like Akinar claims that he's totally innocent, right, and that his brother is like an evil mastermind. And then you go to his worlds, and they're full of like, or not his worlds, but his spaces in his worlds, and they're full of cruelty, right? And Ceres's, who claims that his brother is, you know, a psychopath and that he's the innocent. His spaces are full of like opulence, right? Like this almost
More like decadence.
Yeah, parasitic decadence.
Yeah, just like they're sort of like taken to extremes.
Yeah.
Um,
So
yeah.
like you get a very like good read on the brothers, in contrast to their words. I like that a lot.
But what else is interesting is the third book. We get no insight into,
Yeah.
and his sort of words are kind of like they could kind of go out either way. It's like you're saying largely the same stuff as the other two. You're not like, but you know, you have no context for this third character.
Yeah.
And unless you've actually like beaten the game, you might and
Well,
didn't have the curiosity.
But like the insight into his character is very implicit throughout all of these worlds. Like you go to, like, you see Ceres and Akinar's spaces in the worlds that have been created for them, and you see like these very kind of like dark impulses being acted out with absolute power.
Yeah.
But the worlds they exist in are kind of very like they're intellectually stimulating. Maybe they're puzzles that exist for their own right. They're imaginative. They're strange.
You know-
and those are all Akinar's or Atris's creations. So
Yeah.
that's the insight you get into his character. That he's somebody who creates for its own purpose.
Yeah, and then the as you said earlier, like the brothers are sort of parasitic, kind of infesting these worlds, and just like strip mining them of their resources and laying conquest to them. So you sort of like see in sort of theme and in practice, they're sort of desecrating the legacy of their progenitor.
And you also do see, like, all the books in the library are Atris's writings,
yeah.
right, throughout various ages. And he's also the only person who really seems to show a lot of care for somebody else when he talks about Catherine. The brothers make reference to, like, avenging their father or their father being tricked, but there's no actual, like, any evidence of empathy there.
Yeah.
So like that, there's a lot going on in here in like these postage stamp sized windows, but those windows also exist in a larger world, which is also telling a story. So like this isn't like the most efficient storytelling I've ever seen, but it does its job.
Well,
And
you know what it sort of reminds me of? How Nintendo has never shied away from doing goofy ass peripherals.
yeah,
A lot of them have not worked very well, but they try different stuff.
yeah,
And sometimes it works really well, and they're willing to take those risks.
yeah.
And I think that that's something that is
Yeah, like I think a lot
worthwhile.
of people remember things like Robbie the Robot and like the light gun, and are like, yeah, they have a lot of stupid peripherals. The Game Boy was also like a way out there stab in the dark.
Or like the Virtual Boy.
Yeah,
But it's like they were really trying to blaze new territory, and sometimes they would, crash into a brick wall, but they learned something that didn't work.
yeah.
It's like,
No, I have a lot of respect and admiration for people who who make ambitious failures.
yeah, that's exactly. And this is by no means a failure, but it's just like there's the ambition, and there are shortcomings. Like some of the puzzles there are kind of failures because they are just annoying.
They're busy work.
Rob. Oh,
Rob?
It's just called ROB.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, like the first words we see when we get it, or the first words we hear when we step into the game is, the book would not be. I realized that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned.
Yep. I guess he was trying to cut off all connection to this place.
Yeah, or what is it? Because he mentions the rift. Somebody in chat will get it.
Yeah.
So already, without even really knowing about it, we get the idea that this was supposed to be over now, and it's not. And something has gone horribly awry, and whatever plan was in place to protect either us or this world or seal a barrier has failed, and that there is some kind of wrong that needs to be set to right.
Yeah. But, while we may have righted a couple of the wrongs in this world, the rest will come later. And now I kind of want to play Riven just for that context. Because, like, at the time when I played this, you know, I think that I had a very superficial experience with this. I was just like, oh, it's, you know, a goofy, weird puzzle game.
Yeah.
This is neat. But now I think I have a lot more sort of appreciation on different levels of it. So it would be worthwhile going to it. We solved 2 problems here.
Yeah. I mean, it's very
For
efficient.
various interpretations of solve.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And we don't even really know what this means, right, at this point. People in chat have been saying, like, this traps the brothers inside their static worlds, their unworlds. But right now it looks like they're just gone, right? Like, they've been totally erased.
See, this visually to me says he just fucking killed them.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he worse than killed them. He erased them from existence.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like the dark banishing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, basically, the idea of the library creating worlds reminds me a lot of this Borges short story called The Library of Babel, which is set in a universe that is completely composed of hexagonal rooms that are lined with books, and each book is 256 pages long. I'm saying that, but I don't think it's actually that, because Borges didn't give a shit about computers or binary. But
Yeah.
they're an arbitrary length, and each book has an arbitrary number of characters on it. And inside this universe, inside this library, which some call the universe, is every iteration of every possible version of that book.
Oh, wow.
And so every bit of knowledge exists in that universe, but it exists in a sea of static and chaos. And he talks about there being inquisitions that sweep through the library and try to burn all the false books.
Jeez.
And how they burn millions and millions of books and erase nothing. Because just the volume of information in the books in the universe is so grand that nothing can...
Well, it's just like, yeah, if you obliterated a million worth of infinity.
Yeah.
It's like, cool.
Yeah.
Infinity's a weird concept, isn't it?
Very
It's
weird.
really weird.
Yeah.
It's really... fuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Huh. So what?
Yeah, so what? I mean... I use the word I use the phrase I mean as kind of like a verbal spooling.
It's like,
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, I think that this is a wonderful, marvelous, kind of unique little game that sort of charted a path, or at least set a trend for a lot of other games. And you'll find this, I think that there's a similarity between a lot of the things that I like the most, which is just they were all crafted with a lot of love and a lot of earnestness.
Earnestness,
Sorry. And they were just trying, like they worked within their means. And in some ways, literally, like they utilized the technology in this game, limited as it was, and turned it to an advantage in a lot of ways. And they had an idea way bigger than what the technology was capable of, but they made it work anyway.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. And so it has this very sort of concentrated, discrete quality. You know what? Have you ever seen one of those like exquisitely crafted puzzle boxes?
Yes.
that just it has like a seamless surface, and then there's all sorts of little push buttons.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
I've never solved one, but Myst.
That's good because if
like
you do,
that.
the Cenobites show up.
Oh, right. Yes, but it's just like up and turn and down, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. How about you?
Well, yeah, like there's a bunch of things that are going on here. One of them is the limits of the technology that they found a very useful way to kind of make work here, where there's these tiny little windows into a larger universe, and that's contained in these books. So they've got a conceit that works with the technological limits that they have, which I really appreciate. I don't know what it means. I'm not sure, I'm not convinced it means a lot, but I really do like the process of creation here. As people have pointed out, the actors that we see are the brothers who created this game. And I'm not a big fan of like going into what is intended, but these are people who are intensely concerned with acts of creation, right? Like if you are the designer of a game and you are the composer for its music, and you act in the game as well, then, and the game is concerned with creative acts,
Yeah.
then there's a passion involved with that.
This was made by people who profoundly gave a shit about what they were doing.
Yeah.
And it's frequently a delight to play stuff like that. And these kind of works have a quality about them that makes it very easy to forgive a lot of their shortcomings.
Yeah.
You know, whereas you would expect more of, you know, a huge studio with, you know, unlimited resources and what have you to, you know, get everything perfect. It's like a short film, like where, yeah, it's shot on 8mm and looks a little bit like poop, but the content is really, really something special.
Yeah, or like maybe a good analogy is like Le Grand Jeté, or Le Jeté, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Which is a French film that 12 Monkeys was based on, or drew heavy inspiration from, or, you know, just kind of plagiarized in its entirety. But it's all
Depending
told
on your read.
in black and white stills,
Yeah.
right? Which is an exquisitely limited metaphor, or medium, excuse me. So, like, just the fact that this is told in stills, which are roughly analogous to pages in a book, right? Like, they're quantized.
Shit, I never thought about that because, like, you know, you click and transition to another area, and you could, obviously, like, it's limitations of the engine, but it does have a quality like the rest of the theme of the book,
Yeah.
of the game, where it's just like, you know, clicking forward is maybe the writer explaining he made his way down the pathway. He turned and looked out into the, you know, so-and-so, and flanking him on the left and right were these things, and then he came across the marble basin and blah, 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 you know, all this other shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
you can
but-
see that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when this was remade as just being like a continuous 3D world that you could wander around, I wonder if something was lost there.
I wonder. I mean, maybe I feel as though something was lost and something was gained, but without actually playing it, I'm not sure.
Himil, we've made that joke a lot in this office.
It's pronounced jit.
Yeah, Umazawa Jite. No, we've made that joke, and we've talked about including that in Friday nights.
I do want to do a repaint on it.
Like, we've talked about having that in Friday nights, and just being like, there are 5 people on planet Earth who would get this joke.
Yep.
And maybe that's worth making, or maybe there's
Probably.
like lots of people who would get it and it would be really popular. But feels obscure and maybe a bit pretentious.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Just like things crafted with care can be really, really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're not, but
Yeah.
oftentimes, like,
Sometimes they're a mess, but I appreciate the effort.
they're a mess. But yeah, they can be a mess. But it's usually like it's so much easier to see what they were trying to do if it was made with a lot of love.
Yeah. Like, it definitely
Like
tries.
it's really easy for me to turn off of a game that's very cynically minded. I'm like, you didn't give a shit. This is a cash grab.
Yeah.
You just grabbed a bunch of assets, threw them together. Like, that's why these games that I play on Watch and Play, like, I play it for laughs. But some of them make me really desperately sad.
Well, yeah, like
Because there's no pride and no, like, a lot of these games, I get the feelings just like, I wanted to make some money because people are selling video games on Steam.
I don't even think it's I want to make money. It's I wanted to be a game dev.
Yeah.
Which is almost sadder. Right? Because it's like all you knew how to do was buy assets on the FPS
store.
engine.
Or just like whatever.
Yeah. No, guys, the joke with would be like Ravnica Je t'aime. 36 short films about Urza.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a lack of craft to it. It's just like there's no. It's just like if you start with the wisdom, it's like I want to make a video game. That's good if you're beginning and you want to learn the craft first. But if it's like when Cyan sat down to make this game, they're like, we want to tell a story through this medium, and we want to have these themes, and maybe that stuff evolved organically. But it's just like, what kind of thing do we want to make? Just like I want to make a game and it has shooting and an M4 and zombies.
Yeah.
It's like that's gonna be shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be shit.
Well, maybe it'll be good, but it's going to take, like, it's going to take more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to talk about Sierra Online, not the least of which is that Roberta Williams was, like, an original game dev from way back in the day. And she's a woman, and she's largely been forgotten.
You mean like all the other women in tech?
Yeah.
Or any industry?
Well, yeah, in any industry, like all the women in
just
in
like, hey,
comics
they've been
and
here the whole
authors.
time.
The fact that Mary Shelley invented science fiction, and now you have the sad puppies talking about how it's a man's world, and that's just something everyone has to deal with. Like,
fuck.
You people don't even know your own history.
That's so frustrating.
Yeah. What if the M4 was not an M4 rifle, but an M4 Sherman? I'd play that.
Yeah, so would I.
What now, zombies?
God, it's like, sorry, that reminds me of a tweet I saw. It was
Yeah.
just like talking about, this election being like, oh, there's probably going to be the largest male turnout to this in American history. And then somebody was like, yeah, but I bet that the turnout was pretty huge prior to, what was it, like 1900 or when women finally got the vote?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, lots of men showed up to vote when they were the only fucking people allowed.
Yeah.
Why you gotta say ignorant shit like that?
Yeah. No, I mean, like, yeah, Margaret Hamilton, Jane Jensen, like, Laura Bow. Yeah, these were all game devs, original OG game devs.
Yeah, there's lots of them. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're sort of rambling here. But games, video games,
Yeah.
an important part of our culture as it struggles to find its voice.
Yeah, and like if Myst,
This is
like,
a good note.
Also, like, this game suffered an enormous backlash because in large part, it spawned a huge succession of imitators. But, like, if this game came out today, it would be, like, panned as something that is taking, like, away your next Call of Duty game. Right? Like, this would be viewed as art house bullshit.
Yeah, I gotta say, I love that idea that because a game that's not, like everything else that's okay, here's the fallacy, is that because a game comes out, it's taking away from a limited pool of games that can be created in a span of time.
Yeah.
That's insane!
Yeah, no. It's like, I'm sure if the Miller brothers, or, yeah, Rand and Ryan, that's the name of the brother. If they didn't do this, they would have been making levels for Doom.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, there's only going to be 10 games this year, and this took up one of them.
Yeah.
So the other, you only get 9 games this year that are your bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Which is why it's crazy to, dissuade people from making games at all.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just be clear about my criticism of, like, shitty games. It's like, you should make the shitty games. Maybe don't sell them on Steam Greenlight.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to go out there and fail. Or make bad games and learn why they're... Maybe you should go out and learn why a good Call of Duty game takes millions and millions of dollars and a lot of talent to make, because they're actually, like, they're kind of fun.
Yeah, no,
They're pretty fun. They're well made.
Yep.
They're hard to make.
Uh-huh.
Like, that formula isn't easy to do well.
Yeah.
Um,
What is Overwatch 5 or Overwatch clones?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to criticize the things you love.
Yeah, that's-
Criticizing them does not mean you don't love them anymore. It means that you're looking at them in detail and
Yeah.
exhaustively, and that is one of the correct ways of enjoying things.
Because, like, I love this game. It has a bunch of bullshit puzzles in it.
Yeah.
I still love this game. Because, you know what it's about? I think it's about maintaining a positive ratio.
Yeah.
Although
Or at
maybe
least
maybe
learning.
not even. Like, you could have... I mean, it's hard to sort of assess, you know, the positive and negative qualities of games because they're so subjective and along so many different, like, axes that you could compare them by, where it's just like, man, this game is super great, but the ending sucked. Or, like, the music and graphics and everything were really great, but the voice acting was, like, super shitty.
Yeah.
Or
it's like,
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's a valid thing to bring up. Like, criticism is an important element of things. And as people in chat are pointing out, if you want games to be art, then you need to be able to engage in criticism about them. And the important, like, the root word of criticism isn't giving it, like,
It's not
95 out
haters.
of 100. And it's not hating on something. It's evaluating it based on criteria, right?
Yeah, I think that's where it gets lost, is criticism as a word is very synonymous with, like, talking about the shitty qualities of something, as opposed to, as you say, assessing.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that would be a better word, because assessment is sort of more... I mean...
I'm prepared to stand on the criticism hill
That's
and
fair.
fight and die for it. It's my word.
That's fair.
It is my word, and I'm going to fight for the word. I'm
All
not
right.
changing it just because people, like...
No, I
are like,
know.
yeah, no, I know you're with me on this 100%, but, like, it is called criticism. I'm going to call it criticism.
Yeah.
Just like the can says pate, I'm going to call it pate.
Pate! You want to spread some pate on some cackers?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, engage with things you love because that's how you learn to love them more.
Yeah. Cameron, fight me, Lauder. Anywho, next week...
I want to do System Shock 2.
That's another one that's very trend-setting.
Yeah, very trend-setting game that I think a lot of people learned a lot of bad lessons from and that we're still struggling with today.
Yep.
Especially the people who have inherited the blank shock titles.
Yeah. That's gonna be an interesting one to talk about. So.
Yeah.
I've actually never played it.
It's good.
I imagine it's good. It's
Yeah.
It was I mean, important is enough.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like sometimes things you don't necessarily have to like them to realize that they were important and influential. You know, stuff
Yeah,
like
no.
Pulp Fiction. When I finally watched it, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty good."
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know why people were jizzing themselves over it.
Nobody had nobody. I'd never seen dialogue like that before in a film. It was fun. It was like
Yeah.
relentlessly clever dialogue.
Yeah. I mean, that's its own discussion, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's anyway. Okay, so we're going to go away now, and tomorrow we'll be drafting James's cube.
Yes. Oh man, it's sweet. I've been looking through the deck list. There are some like rad cards in there.
Is this-
It's like
Should we look at this cube?
no,
save it.
You can find it if
You'll
you
see.
if you Google, if you care about Magic, if you care about us streaming Magic. It is Stibb's Pauper Cube that James has
Cribbed.
been maintaining, and it's really great. It's full of like the a couple of years ago how we talked about making the B-list cube
Yeah.
of all the cards that are really good but never make the cut because there's always something better.
Yeah, it's just like this isn't
Like how you never run-
Vendilion Clique.
Yeah, how you never run Oust because there's O-Ring
Or more like
or Swords to Plowshare.
Plowshares.
Right, it's because it's a pauper cube. There's all those kinds of like cards that are
Yep.
sweet but never quite make the cut.
What is a cube in the MTG sense? It's a curated set.
Collection. Yeah, it's a curated set.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's,
Yeah.
it's just like, imagine if you designed like 365 cards
Mm-hmm.
of a set, but you picked from all over Magic's history.
Yeah.
And you curated the exact composition of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had it sleeved with land in a box that you could draft out of infinitely.
Yeah.
So, it's sweet, is what it is.
Yeah, it'll be rad.
So.
Oh
Oh yeah,
and
sub
the
thanks.
YouTube subs. Thank you very much.
Almost
Mayor.
forgot. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's start at the bottom.
So first up, the prettiest furry is subscribed for 13 months in a
prettiest.
row. They say, "Hi everyone, hello the prettiest
Oh
furry."
yeah, there's messages now.
The Architect X subscribed for 34 months in a row. Eric Dragonborn subscribed for 6 months in a row. Comrade Barrack subscribed for 16 months in a row and says, "Hey Alex and Cam, I need sleep, but I saved a resub for you. Lur awesome. Thank you very much, Comrade Barrack. I see you and I appreciate you." Hollow the Wise Wolf subscribed for 17 months in a row with the comment, "Very misty." Marcus Tullius Kikaro subscribed for 14 months in a row. No, it's
Or 3 months.
3 months in a row.
The name
It's
was 14-3, Mila.
14, yeah. Sorry, Cicero, Kikaro, depending on what you... No, I'm not going to be pretentious.
Hi,
Marcus
Grom.
Tullius Cicero. Hygrum subscribed for 5 months in a row. Thank you very much. Zonlik subscribed for 4 months in a row. Elder Atropo subscribed for 21 months in a row. Due to you, I now own Dark Souls. Thanks.
Oh.
To Spud, subscribed for 19 months in a row. Mr. Flip subscribed for an eye-watering 56 months in a row. You've been subscribed to us for longer than I've been here. And says, "Everyone do the inaccurate numbers dance."
5, 2, 21, 7, 6, 3.
Katab. Stab? Maybe it's stab. Maybe
Stab.
it's stab.
Katab.
17 months in a row.
And Blythus, a new sub. Welcome.
Welcome
there's
very
one more.
much, Blythus. And Toidal has subscribed for 27 months in a row. Thank you very much, everyone. Welcome to the new subscriber. Welcome to all of our returning subscribers. Thank you very much. You make this stream possible and all of our content possible.
Yes.
Thank you to the people who subscribe to us on Twitch. Thank you to the people who support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. And as always, all of our content is available for free on our website at www.loadingreadyrun.com and will be free for as long as we continue with this model.
And also,
For the
Dr.
foreseeable
GCU
future.
sneaking in under the wire at 2
Dr.
months
GCU.
with belated victory.
Thank you very much, Dr. GCU.
Got there. Okay.
Okay.
Now we're gonna go away.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Play
run an
games.
ad.
Think about games.
Yeah.
Make games.
Make games.
Because I'm gonna swipe this one straight from extra credits. Games matter.
Well, yeah. Like, and I'm gonna swipe one from oh God, he played Scotty on the new Star Trek and Shaun of the Dead and
Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg. If any culture matters, pop culture matters the most because it's what we exist in.
Yep.
Like
It's certainly, there's a lot of it.
Yeah, it's what pop culture makes up the bulk of culture. It's what we have to interact with, and it's what the most meaningful. It's what the bulk of our culture exists.
It's a staple food, only for your brain.
Yeah. So examine what you look at, or examine the world you live in. Peace. Watch our ad.
Woo! Nang, 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 nang.